What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to episode 11 of our AlltheMods 10 playthrough. If you've been keeping up with the series, welcome back, and if you're new to the channel, welcome to the video. So looking at our AlltheMods star progression, I think the next thing that's going to be up on the list is going to be the mystical agriculture things. So we need an Awakened Supremium ingot block, an Insanium coal block, 4 Insanium blocks, and a master infusion crystal, which we already have, and also some witherproof bricks, it looks like. I want to get all 5 of these blocks done, and then I also want to move on to the modern industrialization and get started in this one. I don't know how much we'll cover in this video, but I at least want to get started on it because it's a pretty hefty mod pack, and I want to be able to make this either this large advanced motor that we're going to need or this mechanical arm that we're going to need. I'm not sure which one's easier to make, but because this one's with the mechanical arm is with the create mod, and the large advanced motor is from modern industrialization. There's a couple things from modern industrialization that I wanted to do because they have some pretty cool things in there, but I think we'll definitely get into it a little bit because I do want to explore it and dive into it just a little bit. But we'll also look into the create mod and see how hard or easy it is to make this mechanical arm. But one thing I did is I actually switched out all these ME drives for ME extended drives. So now, because it was super easy to make, like if I go here, all I needed was a regular ME drive, some Fluix cable, a capacity card, which were super easy to make, and then some concurrent processors, which I already had a bunch of. And I just threw those all in the crystal assemblers and made these extended drives. So now, instead of just having 10 slots in them, they all have 20 slots in them. So I have 3 that are completely full, and then this 4th one is half full, and then I have 3 more in there. And I'm eventually gonna fill up this entire thing with them. And then in this last drive over here, I have the fluid storage, the chemical storage, and the source storage. The other thing I was in the middle of doing was just making some more crafting patterns, just because I noticed that there was a couple that we didn't have, and I really do want to try to stay on top of all this stuff in the ME right now. It's not like we're gonna be taking up space or running out of room by any means, but I like to keep my stuff organized. But yeah, I'm just gonna make a couple more patterns, and then we'll get right into the mystical agriculture and seeing what we need to do to create these blocks. Another seed I want to also make real quick, because something I keep seeing that we constantly need is sand, and I want to actually make the sand seeds, or I want to make the seeds to make sand. And in order to do that, we already have dirt essence, we just need fire essence, and to get that we just need to make this fire agglomeratio, and we just need lava bucket, gravel, dirt, and a clay ball, which is super easy to make. So we'll make up some of this essence stuff so we can start making that fire essence. So we'll just need some buckets of lava, and now we should be able to make 16 of these, and I think we're gonna have to put these in one by one, but should be able to do it. All right, so we got all that, and then we just need infernium and prosperity seeds. Alright, so we got the fire seeds. Now we just gotta place these into the farm, and we'll place those down there, and now they should be growing. Yep, so we got those. Now that we have them, I want to make a pattern for sand. So we'll go into our pattern encoding terminal, and we'll take our fire essence, I believe it's like that, and then the dirt essence. Yep, and we'll make a pattern for that so we can make sand that way. And then, then we just go into our pattern access terminal, and we'll throw it right in there. One other thing I want to do before we get on to the crafting the mystical agriculture blocks that we need is I want to change one of my spawners in the mob farm to be a ancient knight. Shout out to Game Legend, you're a G man. He's been watching all the videos and leaving comments and everything for me. But I'm gonna change one of the mob spawners to ancient knights because he's been asking for it since some of the earlier videos, so I want to do that for him real quick. Shouldn't take us too long. We're just gonna need a mob swab. We're just gonna use this XP drain and build up some fluid so we can get a bucket. Alright, so we got our fluid XP bucket, and then the last thing we're gonna need is a seed, but before we get the GM chicken feed, we have to go swab a ancient knight. Alright, so we're in the nether. We just need to go to the nether fortress now and find one of these ancient knights. AlltheMods10 did just come out with an update, and I think these brimwood log magmas are new. And these, like, this brim sprout, I think that's all new stuff, because I don't recognize any of it. I've been in this area for a while, but I think that's new. It looks pretty sweet. Let's go back over here though and find one of these ancient knights. Alright, so we made it to the fortress. Now we just need to find the ancient knights, and we should be able to find a bunch of them down here. There we go. Now we just swab them. Go ahead and kill them. All those goodies. Now we can go home, and then we can go and looks like we don't have any seeds, which we should, but it looks like we don't have any right now. We do have seeds, so I'm not sure why that doesn't work. Or maybe you need certain seeds with certain... Oh, interesting. I'm not sure why that doesn't pop up that we can auto-craft that, but we got our GM chicken feed. Now we just need to find a chicken. Last time we found our chicken over here. Is that one on the map? I can't tell. Pig, sheep. Oh, this new dark mode is like really weird. Makes that very hard to see. But looks like there's a chicken over here. Oh, just heard one. Here we go. Now we just right click him. We got that. That's so hilarious to me. So we got some feathers, and we got our ancient knight spawn egg. So now we should just be able to right click this onto one of our mob spawners. I think we can take out the skeleton one. So now that's an ancient knight, and it actually kept all of the upgrades we put on it. So now if we turn this on, should get an ancient knight to spawn. Oh yep, I just heard it. Turn our night vision back on. Yeah, there we go. Yep, so now we got those. Oh, but I actually did forget to do something. Let's turn that off. We need to change our filter so we can collect the netherite scrap and do that. And now we have now if we turn this back on, we should be getting more netherite scrap whenever those ancient knights spawn. And as you can see, we've already got 2 more netherite scrap just from that. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off for right now, just because I don't want to keep it running, because sometimes some of the armor and the weapons kind of slip through the filter, and they'll end up in my ME system, and it'll fill it up more than I want it to. But yeah, that's basically. But yeah, shout out Game Legend. Thank you for watching the videos, man. I really appreciate it. And there's the ancient knight spawner for you, man. I wonder if these have gotten anything yet. Doesn't look like they did. I'm not sure how these tree taps work. I'm like so confused about them. I really don't know how they work. I was gonna look it up, but like, I don't know. We're still getting... Oh, we actually are not getting any latex. We gotta move the logs. Maybe we can do this. Yeah, we can do that for right now. Just place the logs next to these. I didn't realize we could just do that. We could have optimized this just a little bit better. Honestly, we could just do that right now. Just real quick, like, oh, never mind. I forgot these are all hooked up to power. Whoops. Yeah, let's put all this back. All right, yeah, we'll just leave those for now, just because I forgot we already set up the power and everything. But eventually we'll come back and we'll adjust the power setup, or the way the power cables are ran, and yeah, we'll fix that up a little bit. All right, but let's get this thing moving now. So if we go here and we zoom in a little bit on the star, let's start with this witherproof brick. So in order to get that, we just need some wither skeleton essence and some soulstone. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually bookmark all these real quick. All right, so let's start with the witherproof brick, and it looks like we need some soulstone, which we need some cobbled soulstone, and we can smelt that into soulstone. So it looks like we'll have to go back to the nether for that one. So let's go back to the nether real quick. It looks like we actually did have cobbled soulstone, so you can see if we can find some more. Yeah, we got some more right here, so we'll mine up some more just cause, and then we'll go back, mine up some more of this soulium ore as well. All right, so we got some more, and we got some soulium. So we'll just take some of this, throw it in our alloy smelter, and now we can take this and make 4 witherproof blocks, and then we can make 4 witherproof bricks. And that's that done. Now we're gonna need some prosperity gemstones, so I'm actually going to craft as many as we can, and we're gonna need 9 insanium ones. So let's see how many we can make. We actually had enough insanium to make 9. Now we can make an insanium gemstone block. Oh, and it looks like we need to actually make 4 of them. So we need 27 more. Let's see how many gemstones we can make, because we might need some more prosperity. We need 27, and then see how much insanium we have. We should have enough to make all these. Alright, so we got the 27, and now we got 4 insanium gemstone blocks. And with that, it gives us 2 insanium blocks, which we actually need 4 of them for our quest completion. So should be able to make 2 more, easy enough. And then we need the insanium coal block. Looks like we just need 1. Yeah, we just need 1. So let's make 9 of these, and we can make an insanium coal block. Throw that in, and that's all done. The last thing we need to do is make this Awakened Supremium ingot block, which we haven't gotten the Awakened Supremium essence yet. So that's going to be the next thing up on our list. And we're also going to need some more prosperity to make prosperity ingots. So we'll do that as well. Alright, so we crafted like 16,000 sand. We got 14,000 sand, and we're feeding it all from our ME system into this netherite chest that's going to feed into the alloy smelter, so we're going to get a ton of glass. Alright, and now we just need to go collect some more prosperity so we can make some prosperity ingots, and then from there we're going to make our Awakened Supremium essence and make our Awakened Supremium ingots. So in order to make that Awakened Supremium, if we go here to the mystical agriculture tree, we need to make, so we're going to need this awakening altar, the awakening pedestals, and these essence vessels. We're going to need 1 awakening altar, 4 of the pedestals, and 4 of the vessels. So we're going to need some orange dye and orange wool. So we'll make this awakening altar. Then we'll need 4 pedestals and 4 essence vessels. And now we'll go and put this right up here next to our infusion altar and infusion pedestals. And I think, let's see if it, yep, and it shows up just like the infusion altar does. So you just place the awakening altar down, and it will outline where it wants you to put the awakening pedestals and the essence vessels. So let's place these down. All right, now that that's done, oh, we got some dark steel seeds. That's pretty sweet. I'll actually go place these in the farm real quick. Those are some good seeds. I'll place it right here. And we got more dark steel seeds, so we'll place these down right next to the other ones. All right, now if we take a look at the tree, so it says it's made by combining 4 cognizant dust, 10 of each elemental essence, and 1 supremium block all together in an awakening altar. Not sure why it doesn't show you that in the JEI menu. It looks like we just need some supremium, or we need an enchanter, and we just need some supremium and experience essence, which we have a bunch of, and a book, and we should get some mystical enlightenment. So let's craft an enchanter, and to do that we're gonna need some more prosperity. So let's bookmark this and go get some prosperity. I think what we'll do is we'll just take our waystone, go to the end, and we'll just collect some there. Alright, and I think we got enough, so we'll go ahead and just go back to the house. Alright, so now we just need to craft a prosperity ingot. We're gonna need a couple of these. So we got just under 1,000 prosperity shards, so we're gonna need 36, 9 times 4, yeah. So we'll need 36 for the supremium ingot block, and then we need just 1 for the solium ingot. Now we can craft the enchanter, and we'll just put this down right here. And then we need supremium, so we actually need more supremium essence. See if we can craft 100, and we'll take 32, and then we'll take some experience essence, so that drops 1. Say we wanted like 5, we just need for every 3 we need a stack, so we just need more We actually didn't need that much Supremium, but it's alright. I think we were gonna need more anyways. But let's just take some more of this experience essence. It's 3, 4, 5. Go higher. How do we get the higher ones? Looks like it doesn't want to show us how to get the higher ones. Maybe we can't craft those. Maybe we can only find those. Okay, well, it's fine. Let's we'll just take number 5 then. Put all this back, and we'll throw this. Oh, maybe we can only put it on essence weapons? Dang, that's kind of unfortunate. But I guess we can make us a premium sword, diamond sword, and hopefully we can have the prosperity to make all this. But make a gemstone. I need 2 gemstones and 2 ingots. Now we need this one, so I need some more gemstones. Alright, and we got the Supremium sword. That was simple enough. Now we're just gonna throw some enchants on this. So we got the mystical enlightenment. So now I want to go kill the wither, grab some skulls and some soul sand, and go kill the wither a couple times. See if we can get some of that cognizant dust, because if I go back here, it says to make the Awakened Supremium we need 4, and we're gonna need, let's see, 2 for each ingot, and we're gonna need 9 ingots, so 18 dust, I believe. Let's just make sure. Yeah, so we just need 18 dust. We'll drop down here to our mine, and we'll head right over here. I think we can actually hit it with this one. Oh, that killed him. I was gonna try to just hit him with this one, with this sword, and then finish him off with this sword, but he died too quickly. So we're gonna need some more soul sand as well. Only got 3 left. So let's wait for him to explode. And then come inside here, we'll hit him. Finish him off. And we got 8 cognizant dust from that. So I was not expecting us to get that much, but that's pretty sweet. So we got 8, and we're gonna need 18, so we're gonna need to kill this guy just a couple more times, but let's go grab some soul sand. That's soul soil. We don't really want soul soil, we want soul sand. Alright, so now we can go back to our mine. The ghast wanted some smoke, so we'll give him that. We'll go back over to our mine and summon the wither a couple more times till we get the cognizant dust that we need. Let's summon this bad boy real quick right here. Looks like we got 8 more cognizant dust. Got another withering soul. Pretty nice. And I think we're gonna need to kill him at least 1 more time. Honestly, we'll probably kill him a couple more times just so we have some extra dust. Oh my goodness, I almost one-shot him. Alright, let's do it 1 more time. Alright, and we got 40 cognizant dust, which should be good. So now we'll just go back home. Alright, and we went ahead and added one of these XP tabs. Super easy to craft. We added that to the side of the XP drain so we could drain our XP out of that. And we're getting a ton of mystical agriculture seeds. I just keep pressing claim all and I keep getting more and more seeds, but I think that's the end of it. So we're gonna go place these grains of infinity and refine glowstone seeds down. We'll be right back. I'm not sure how much of that stuff we're actually gonna need, but I'm just placing it down while because we have this space on the farm. So all right, now we need to go back up to, let's look back at the mystical agriculture tree. And to get the Awakened Supremium, we need 4 cognizant dust, 10 of each elemental essence, and 1 Supremium block all together in an awakening altar. So we're gonna need some Supremium blocks. We're gonna need some cognizant dust. We're going to need, I said 10 of each elemental essence. So I assume that means, let's see. So I think we're gonna need to make some air seeds, water seeds, and then we should have earth. No, looks like we don't have earth. I think the only one we had was fire. And it looks like to do that, we're going to need to get short grass. I wonder if there's another way we can do it, because it's trying to tell us we need an overworld prediction, and in order to get that we need to start doing some hostile neural network stuff. I'm gonna see if we can avoid doing that for right now. So short grass, I don't know if there's a way we can get short grass if we can just mine it. So I think what I'm gonna try to do is use shears maybe. Let's go up to some grass. Oh, okay, so we can get short grass like this. So okay, that's a relief. Let's mine up much of the short grass, and we should be able to make some of these. And we're gonna need some more seeds, and then we're gonna need some water buckets, and then we can make our water. And we should have, yep, we have fire essence already. So now I believe we just need some Infernium, and now we should be able to craft up these seeds. Alright, so we got water seeds. We got our earth seeds. And we got our air seeds. So now come over here and we're gonna plant our elemental seeds. I'm gonna plant them in this corner. So we're gonna plant 2 of each of them for now. Water there, earth there, and we'll place growth accelerators there so all of them get hit. So now we need 10 of each elemental essence. Grab all of these, and we'll wait till we have about like 60 of each, just in case. I want to see how we actually set this up. So I assume the Supremium blocks in the middle, then the dust on the side, and then four cognizant dust, 10 of each elemental essence, and 1 Supremium block all together in an awakening altar. Oh, it doesn't have a redstone signal. Probably needs that. So if we place that down, and we get a Awakened Supremium block. That is pretty sweet. So now, oh, let's break it down into essence. I think you didn't need a block for the middle, did you? It says 1 Supremium block, so maybe that's just how you need to do it. Got some spirited crystal seeds, and we got our Awakened Supremium essence. So now let's just do that again a couple more times, because we got 30 of each essence loaded up in here already. We had some more Supremium blocks, and that's perfect. Now we got 37 Awakened Supremium essence. So now we can make 9 of our ingots. Finish that. Give us a Awakened Supremium fishing rod. That's pretty sweet. And some Supremium coal. And now if we go to the AlltheMods star tree, we got everything we need for mystical agriculture. So we got the ingot block, the coal block, the 4 insanium blocks, the 4 insanium gemstone blocks, the witherproof bricks, and we already had done the nether star crux. And we're actually going to need one for this wither compass, but we still have some other stuff we're going to need, like a lot more productive bee things, and some other interesting things. But anyways, we're done with that. This is going to take a very long time to actually make, so I think we'll probably end up doing one whole video just on modern industrialization, because there is a lot of different things that are going to go into this. Yeah, the modern industrialization is definitely going to be its own. Yeah, so after a little bit of further research, I realized I'm gonna have to go through all of this pretty much. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna save that for maybe the next video. Maybe the next video will be all of modern industrialization. I'll just grind that out. But for right now, we're gonna just skip over that, and we're gonna move down to mechanism to get these 2 antimatter pellets and a gravitational modulating unit. So little did I know that mechanism was gonna be almost just as bad as modern industrialization. Those antimatter pellets that I needed to make were going to be very, very difficult. I was planning on including all of the mechanism stuff in this video, but it's definitely going to be another video because I spent probably 8 hours so far just trying to craft these antimatter pellets. And then after those 8 hours, the machines that I built to help make those antimatter pellets, I realized that I'm gonna have to rebuild them and probably build them in a different location. So yeah, basically Mechanism is gonna get its own video as well. If you have any tips on the antimatter pellets or anything Mechanism related in general, especially when it comes to any of the reactors that you have to build, I would greatly appreciate it if you dropped it in the comments below. I would love you forever. And I just want to thank you guys again for watching the videos. If you enjoyed what you guys saw, please feel free to drop a like and subscribe. If you guys have any tips for me for the next video, or if you have any questions about any of the other videos, please drop it in the comments down below. I hope to see you guys in the next one, and stay tuned for watching me lose my sanity. Hope you guys have a good night. Peace.